Let's just talk about the thing that you guys probably had to discuss.
That's right.
The speaker's been in the news. A lot of discussion. I guess nobody knows exactly the full details, but what can you say about the caucus you just came out of?
Well, I can say this. It was a good caucus meeting. It was effective. We spent a lot of time talking about important things. And as it pertains to the speaker, because it's been in the news, right?
Yep.
The thing that people need to understand is this. I've always said in life, it's not the wrongdoing that gets somebody. It's the denial of it. It's the cover-up. Dean has been very forthright from the very beginning. He said, I made a mistake, which, let's keep in mind, this mistake is an accounting error. No one believes that there was anything purposefully that took place. It was an accounting error that he has owned since the beginning, and he's made it right. If someone says, yeah, I made a mistake, they own their mistake, they make it right, what more do you want from somebody?
Representative Brown, interesting time. I mean, you've not done this for a very long time, but probably one of the longer meetings you've sat through. What do you think the mood of your caucus was coming out of it?
I think generally, when you're talking about where's the caucus going or what are you going to be united around, I think basically we are united around right now just allowing the process to kind of carry forward.
Sure.
We've got an ethics committee. They've met twice, I believe, and so I think we're just going to sit. We're going to wait. We're going to see what their findings are. I mean, that's what they're commissioned to do, right? If there are some alleged wrongdoings, they look into it. They'll report to the full caucus, the full Missouri House, I guess, and we'll take action on that. And to kind of go with what Chad said as well, people go back and revise MEC reports all the time. Yeah. There's nothing new with that whatsoever. So again, does this rise to the point of needing a resignation or something like that? Because you go back, admit that you made an accounting error, and go back and self-correct. I'm not sure that it does.
Representative Deal, there's something that's been interesting about this. In a town full of hypocrisy and just brimming with sanctimony, I haven't seen Representative McQuaid and the Democrats make more of this than maybe it is. It was a motion of restraint, but also I think maybe they might think, well, what if they live in a glass house on some level, right? And but that's never stopped anybody. I've been impressed with their restraint.
Absolutely. And just from caucus today, maybe there needs to be a little bit more of that. It was healthy conversation today. A lot of conversations that needed to be had, quite frankly. But everybody's priorities a little different, and it's interesting to see the different reactions across the state.
Representative Berger, you've been around politics for a long time. It feels like there's a little bit of this from what's been publicly known. A software issue seemed a little bit to do about not much. And then, the guy made a mistake. I interviewed him myself a couple weeks ago. I think the speaker admitted an error. It feels like maybe, he deserves to catch some grief for making a mistake. He is the buck stops with him. But from the representatives I've talked to, they feel like, okay, you've taken your rack on the knuckles.
To kind of go along with what my colleagues said, he has owned his mistake. He's amended his MEC report, which we have the ability to do. He's made restitution. I think we kind of move on from that.